So come to sit at the front of your chair or your sofa or the end of your bed and just bring the arms out. So make little fists with your hand, soft, gentle fists with your hand, and just roll the arms forward and then roll them back. So as you roll them forward, the palms will face the back of the room. And when all forward, they'll face the front. Now, as you roll the arms back, the tendency is to feel as if you want to drop your head and sink backwards. And as you roll the arms forward, the palms will come around and face the ceiling, lift the head. Now, can you actually change that movement to be completely different? So the arms stay the same. So if you rest them, you can come and rest them if you want to before we do the next bit. So bring the arms back out when you feel ready. Roll the arms back, but this time lift the head. And as you drop the head, roll the arms to face the ceiling. So as the arms go back, the tendency is to want to roll down, but this time lift the head. And as the arms roll back, instead of lifting the head, drop the head. So you're going in opposition to what feels like the movement that you want to do. The slower you go, the easier it will feel, the less complicated, and you won't get stuck in the movement. Notice your feet. Notice how you want to breathe when you do this. And then let it go. Okay, so interlace your fingers and just let them go towards the back of your head. And without touching the head, you can bend your chin if you want to. Keep your feet nice and firmly flat on the floor. And we're just going to very gently move the elbows to one side and then to the other without touching the head. It might touch it slightly, but we're not taking the head with us. We're just gently moving the elbows one side and then the other, noticing how your shoulders feel, and then come and rest for a moment. Noticing your breath and how that feels, how your shoulders feel. Okay. Then come back to just doing that again. So interlacing the fingers, put them back behind the head without touching the head. Very nice, easy, gentle movement with the elbows going in one direction and then the other. Now bring the head movement into it. So as you let the elbows go to one side, look at the elbow that's almost going to go behind your head. Looking up gently without force. It doesn't have to be a whole movement. If you can't turn the head, just use your eyes. So if you can't turn the head, just let the eyes look up at that elbow. Notice how it feels. When I practice this movement, every time I feel something different, I can really feel it going into my lower belly and into the front part of the body. Noticing my ribs moving. And then come and rest. Oh, it's nice. And notice how you're sitting now. So when I finish this simple movement, I can feel more grounded in my sit bones and taller in my spine. So it's quite nice if you spend a lot of time sitting at the screen or reading or doing some kind of craft at your desk. Okay. So now bring the hands again, interlace them behind the head. And this time as you bend, without looking up at the elbow, you're going to bend to one side and feel that you're shortening on that side. So the hip starts to lift a little. So the hip starts to lift a little bit. And then you come back and you go to the other side as if that elbow is about to kiss that hip. It's not going so close. Don't forget you're breathing nice and smooth. Just notice what you notice about the shift of weight in your sit bones. One hip comes up and the other one feels heavier. If the weight is shifting onto that side, then come down. So I'm going to pick up this leg and I'm going to put my foot over onto the other knee. So you won't be able to see it from where you are, but this knee is off and closer, off the in front of me. That's off to one side, and this foot is on the knee. So without doing anything with the leg, I'm just going to reach up with the same arm, come forward, go out to the side, just moving it around, reaching, watching it go. There's no you must do it this way or that way. Just no kind of pattern. You're just letting this arm move around. And if it feels nice for you to do so, go down through the gap towards the floor, towards the other foot if you want to, and then come back and place that foot on the floor. And just notice what you notice, having just done that with your arm, with your shoulder. Interlace the fingers, put the hands back behind your head, and gently allow this movement again without the head moving, so you're not touching the back of the head. And notice if that feels smoother with the movement in your shoulders. And then bring the hands down and just rest for a moment. And then pick up the other foot, put it on the knee. So this knee is up. This foot is now on the other knee. And now this arm is going to go out, watching it go forwards, side, up, back, cross. Whatever feels nice, just notice, be curious about that movement. And then if it feels okay for you, if you want to, you can put it down between in the gap towards the floor. It could just reach it forward and back, twisting gently, moving, looking around to the side. And then you can place that foot on the floor. Notice what you notice. Hands, you could just rest them again or put them back into the linked position and see how it feels this time. If that feels nice for you to do so, if you want to look up at the elbow, you can. But just notice this movement again. For me, it feels more flowing, freedom in my shoulders. And if I'm adding the little hip movement, that feels nicer as well. And then come down, bring the arms down and rest sitting towards the front of what it is you're sitting on. It's nice. So I like to finish this little session with a little bit of bending forward, a little bit of movement. So both my hands are going to go onto one of my legs. So I'm going to have one hand on the outside of the leg like this, and the other hand on the inside of the leg like this. And I'm going to keep my feet on the floor, but I'm just going to bend down and let my hands just trace down the outside and the inside of my calf, my shin, and then come back up to my knee, to my thigh. So they're just going down on the outside. If I had paint on the inside of my hands, I'd be painting a line on the inside and the outside of my leg. And then onto the other side. See if my nose is going towards my knee. And notice if it feels nice on one side compared to the other, how it feels. I'm going to go back to the starting leg. And just as I go down, I start to look around to the other side, just turning my head in the opposite direction. Looking around, going on to the other leg, just turning my head to look around and noticing that freedom in my ribs and in my neck and in my spine. Lovely. And then coming back and resting. And notice how you feel sitting in your sit bones, in the spine. And if you feel ready, take a little movement here and stand up. And if you feel okay to do so, have a little walk around the room that you're in and notice how you feel as you walk.